ruling relates to the issue of bail, bond, pending trial. The key question being whether there is any compelling reason why the accused person should not be released on bail or bond pending trial in line with the provisions of Article 1A of the Constitution of Kenya, which provides that every arrested person has the right to be released on bail unless there is compelling reason why he should not be released. The burden of proving existence of compelling reason lies upon the prosecution. Bail and bond policy guidelines provide at page 25 thereof as follows, and I quote: the following procedures should apply to the bail hearing. A. The prosecution shall satisfy the court on a balance of probabilities of the existence of compelling reasons that justify denial of bail. The prosecution must therefore state the reasons that in its view should persuade the court to deny the accused person bail. The guidelines and the provisions of Section 123 of the Criminal Procedure Code list what constitutes compelling reasons. While dealing with a question of what constitutes compelling reason, the High Court, in the case of Benjamin G. Rupegan versus Republic 2021 EKLR, said as follows, and I quote: the Court of Appeal in Michael Oyamo and another versus Republic 2019 EKLR adopted the definition of the phrase compelling reason in the case of R versus Johnson, Jackton, Malende, and three others, where the learned judge held thus, quote, the phrase compelling reasons would denote reasons that are forceful and compelling and convincing, as to make the court feel very strongly that the accused should not be released on bond. Bail should not therefore be denied on flimsy grounds, but on real and cogent grounds that meet the high standards set by the Constitution. End of quotes. The Twitter posts and electronic air ticket are both annexed to the aforesaid affidavit as annexures marked EM1 and EM2. The defense counsel, on their part, submitted that the accused person had booked the flight in the month of August 2024, even before the case was reported, that it is a return flight, indicating that he intended to return back to the country, and that the case was reported on 11th of January 2025. I have looked at the annexures and the record. The air ticket aforesaid indicates that it is a return ticket issued on 10th of January 2025 and not August 2024 as submitted by the defense counsel. The occurrence book indicated on the face of the charge sheet indicates OB number 80/4/12/2024, a clear indication that the complaint to which this case relates was made or reported on 4th of December 2024 as submitted by the prosecution counsel, and not 11th of January 2025 as submitted by the defense counsel. What is on the face of the charge sheet is, however, subject to be established during the trial. What is clear, therefore, is that the submissions made by the defense counsel are not consistent with the documentation on record. What is not disputed is that the accused person had obtained an air travel itinerary in which he was scheduled to travel out of Kenya on 13th of January 2025 and to return on 20th ultimo. In the course of submissions, the court was shown the accused person's passport in support of submission that he is a business person who regularly travels out of the country and returns. Indeed, his passport shown to the court has several exit stamps and visas. Every application for bail or bond must be considered on the basis of its own peculiar facts and circumstances, as stated in the case of Koibashi Mutande and 3 others versus Republic, 2014 EKLR. In this case, the accused person was scheduled to travel out of the country. He has previously traveled out of the country and returned several times, going by what is indicated in his passport. The submission that he has a large business interest in the country is not disputed. There is no allegation that by the time he was obtaining the air ticket to travel out of the country, he was aware that he was being sought by the police and therefore needed not to leave the country. The accused person is facing a charge of cheating, contrary to section 315 of the Penal Code, which provides as follows, the quote, any person who by means of any fraudulent trick or device obtains from any other person anything capable of being stolen or induces any other person to deliver to any person anything capable of being stolen, or to pay or deliver to any person any money or goods or any greater sum of money or greater quantity of goods than you would have paid or delivered, but for such trick or device is guilty of a misdemeanor and is liable to imprisonment for 3 years. The nature of the charge which the accused person is facing is a misdemeanor. I am unable to see a compelling reason why the accused person should not be granted bail or bond, because based on the foregoing, I am not convinced that the accused person is a flight risk. The particulars of offense, which are still subject to proof based on the presumption of innocence, indicate the value of the subject matter of the charge, which should be a consideration in determining bail or bond terms, taking into account the views of the victim's counsel also. The value of the subject matter is indicated as Kenya shillings 2,984,998. The defense counsel submitted that the accused person has business interest exceeding Kenya shillings 1 billion. Bail or bond terms should fit both the charge and the circumstances of an accused person, so that the same can truly be reasonable as required by the provisions of Article 49(1)(h) of the Constitution and Section 123 of the Criminal Procedure Code. Bail and bond terms should be that which an accused person can readily afford. And based on the foregoing reasons, based on the foregoing considerations, the accused person is granted cash bail of Kenya shillings 1 million with one contact person, and the accused shall not travel out of the country without prior notice and consent of the trial court, and his passport shall be deposited with the senior court administrator of this court, and the trial shall be fast-tracked. Orders accordingly.
You kindly. This agency young man, a pilot who left his job to come and serve. Kindly, Your Honor.
Probably, maybe 14 days will be sufficient.
14 days from today's
20. That's what he said. Oh, I have to 20. We can get this now.
of January. So mention for trial on 28th of January this year. And perhaps the parties can attempt an out-of-court settlement and update the court on that thing.
We should try that, Your Honor.
The most obliged.
You're welcome. When will you be available for free trial?
Your Honor, we are available as soon as the court allows. Save that we wanted to. There was another file.
Yes, we are dealing with them one after another. Well, the calendar is covered like 14 days from
Watch.
Yes, yes, I think.
4388 of 2020, Peter Mwangi,